Hello everyone. In this video, we will do properties of rational numbers. So let's start. The first property of rational number is closure property. We will check this property for the four operations: addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Let's write it down. Addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. The term closure means if we are adding two rational numbers, my answer should be a rational number. If I am subtracting two rational numbers, my answer should be a rational number. If I am doing multiplication or division, so whichever operation I am doing for rational numbers, my answer should also be a rational number. So let's find out this thing. So let's assume two very simple numbers, 1 by 2 and 5 by 2. So let's start with the addition. So let's add these two numbers, 1 by 2 plus 5 by 2. 1 plus 5 is 6, 6 by 2. I got 6 by 2 on adding two rational numbers, and I can see that 6 by 2 is also a rational number since it is in the form of P by Q, where Q is not equals to 0. In the previous video, we have already discussed the meaning of rational numbers. You can go and see that video if you have not seen it till now. Now we can discuss. We have seen if I am adding two rational numbers, my answer is also a rational number, which means rational numbers are closed under addition. Now let's find it out for subtraction. Let's do subtraction for the same numbers. Now I will do 1 by 2 minus 5 by 2. 1 minus 5, it will be 1 minus 5 by 2. Which means minus plus is minus, 5 minus 1 is 4. With a sign which is with the bigger number. Bigger number is 5, and with 5 I have minus sign. So with my answer also the sign will be minus. So on subtracting two rational numbers, I can see I am getting a number which is in this form, which is again a rational number. Which means subtraction of two rational numbers is also verified for closure property. Now let's do it for multiplication by taking the same two numbers, 1 by 2 multiplied by 5 by 2. 1 into 5 is 5, 2 into 2 is 4. Again I can see on multiplying two rational numbers, I am getting a number which is in this form, P by Q, and where Q is not equals to 0, which means on multiplying two rational numbers, I am getting my answer also a rational number, and hence multiplication is also closed for two rational numbers. Let's find out for division. I will do with the same two numbers, only the sign will be changed with division. Now whenever I am doing division of rational numbers, I just change this division sign into multiplication and write the reciprocal of this number. Reciprocal means denominator will be changed into numerator and numerator will be changed into denominator. Complete reverse of that number. 5 by 2 will be changed into 2 by 5, and this division sign will be changed into a sign of multiplication. Now this sum has become same like that of multiplication. 2 into 1 is 2, 2 into 5 is 10. Again I got a number which is in this form, which means division of two rational numbers is also closed. Which means this closure property is verified for all addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Now let's do the second property, commutative property. Let's do commutative property. Before doing, we have to understand what is the meaning of commutative. In commutative property, we just have to rearrange the terms and the answer should remain same. For example, if I am doing addition of two rational numbers, which is a plus b, if I am rearranging it as b plus a also, the answer should be same. Let's do it for these two numbers. For example, if I am adding 1 plus 2 and 5 by 2, it should be equals to when I am adding 5 by 2 plus 1 by 2. See, 1 plus 5 is 6, it's 6 by 2, and 5 plus 1 is 6, 2 I will write as it is. On both the sides I got 6 by 2, which means addition of two rational numbers is a commutative. It's verified for commutative property. Let's find it for subtraction. You have to make sure that the sign of the two numbers should not be changed. Only thing is that you have to do rearrangement of the numbers. If in the first case you are placing a first and b at the second, then you have to place b at the first place and a at the second place. Like this you have to do. Do not change the signs of the given numbers. Only the number should be rearranged. If I do it for subtraction, it should be a minus b should be equals to b minus a. Here if you can see it, you can see here a is plus, but in this case a is becoming minus and b is becoming positive. See, the signs are getting changed. From here only I can see this property will not be verified, but still let's try to prove it. 1 by 2 minus 5 by 2, it should be equals to 5 by 2 minus 1 by 2. This is a minus b, this is b minus a. LCM will be 2, 1 minus 5, 1 minus 5. Plus minus is minus with a sign which is with a bigger number. 5 minus 1 is 4. With 5 I have a negative sign, so I will put negative sign with 4. It will be minus 4 by 2. Now let's do it for left hand side, right hand side. 2 I will write as it is. 5 minus 1 is 4. Right hand side I got 4 by 2, but left hand side I got minus 4 by 2, which means both the sides are not equal and subtraction of two rational numbers is not commutative. Let's try it for multiplication. For multiplication, I have to see my a multiplied by b should be equals to b multiplied by a. I will write these terms as my a and b. A is 1 by 2 multiplied by 5 by 2. So it is 1 into 5 is 5, 2 into 2 is 4. See, this is multiplication we are doing. So we have to multiply 2 with 2, lower terms with one another and upper terms also. Now let's see for right hand side. Right hand side is b. b is 5 by 2 multiplied by a. a is 1 by 2. 5 into 1 is 5. 2 into 2 is 4. So again it is 5 by 4. So here again, while doing plus or minus, LCM or the lower term we are writing only one time. But in multiplication you have to multiply the lower terms also. Upper term will get multiplied with one another and lower terms will get multiplied with one another. So my answer will be 5 by 4. I can see my left hand side is equals to right hand side, which means multiplication of two rational numbers holds commutative property. Now let's check for division. Again we will take the same two numbers, 1 by 2 and 5 by 2, and in case of division, a divided by b should be equals to b divided by a. I will write it as 1 by 2 divided by 5 by 2. And in case of division, 1 by 2 I will write as it is first. Number can be written as it is. This division sign should be changed into a multiplication sign, and this number I can write a reciprocal. Reciprocal means upper term will be changed into lower term and lower term will be changed into upper term. Reversal of terms we are doing. So 1 into 2 is 2, 2 into 5 is 10. I got 2 by 10. See, here I am not simplifying, I am just keeping my answers as it is. Let's check for p divided by a. b is 5 by 2 divided by a is 1 by 2. First term I will write as it is. This division sign will be changed into multiplication sign, and this term will get reversed, or reciprocal of this term I have to write 1 by 2. When I do reciprocal, it will be written as 2 by 1. So it will be 5 into 2 is 10, 2 into 1 is 2. So I got 10 by 2, which is not equals to my left hand side. And this means division of two rational numbers does not hold commutative property. So now the third property of rational numbers is associative property. In associative property, we will choose three rational numbers. Again, we will check this property for addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. So let's check this property first for addition. So there is a way to write this property. I will write three numbers. 5. It is 2 by 3. 2 by 3. So since I am taking it for addition, I will put addition sign. 5 by 3 plus 1 by 3. Now equals to, again I will write the same numbers, 2 by 3 plus 5 by 3 plus 1 by 3. So in associative property, what we have to do, we just have to put brackets. First bracket should be on first two digits, then I can put the brackets on last two digits. So if my answer is same for both the terms or for both the sides, this is my left hand side and this is right hand side. If the answer is same for both the sides, that means rational numbers, they are associative under addition. So let's do it. 2 plus 5, 7. 3 I will write as it is. This plus now I will write as it is, 1 by 3. Now 7 plus 1 is 8, 8 by 3. Since my denominator is same, that's why simply I am doing addition. So left hand side I got 8 by 3. Now let's find it out. Find right hand side. 2 by 3 I will write as it is, plus as it is. Now I will solve the bracket. 5 plus 1 is 6. 3 I will write as it is, since it is same for both the numbers. Now 2 plus 6 is 8. It's 8 by 3. I can see my left hand side is equal to right hand side, which means rational numbers, they are associative under addition. Now let's do it for subtraction. Again we will choose the same numbers. The only thing which we have to do, like instead of this addition sign, I will put a sign of subtraction. So here only the change of brackets. First I am putting bracket on first two numbers, on other side I am putting bracket on last two numbers. In the same way we will start. First we will solve the bracket and then the entire term. So let's start. 3 I will write as it is because denominator is same. Now 2 minus 5. 2 minus 5, minus plus is minus. 5 minus 2 is 3, and sign which is with a bigger number. With bigger number minus sign is there. So which means with my answer also sign will be minus. Minus I will write now 1 by 3 as it is. Again 3 I will write as it is, minus 3 minus 1. Minus 3 minus 1. I know minus minus is plus. 3 plus 1, 4. With a sign of minus. Minus 4 by 3. Now let's check for right hand side. 2 by 3 I will write as it is because I have to solve fraction first. 5 minus 1 is 4. 3 I will write as it is. Now I will open the bracket. 2 by 3 minus 4 by 3. 2 minus 4 plus minus is minus. 4 minus 2 is 2, and the sign which is with a bigger number. Bigger number is 4. It will be like 2 minus 4 by 3. 2 is of plus, 4 is of minus. So 4 minus 2 is 2. But with bigger number, sign is minus. So I will write minus sign with my answer, minus 2 by 3. Here I got minus 4 by 3 for left hand side. But for right hand side, I got minus 2 by 3. Which means rational numbers, they are not associative under subtraction. Now let's find it out for multiplication. Same numbers I have to written in the same format. So I will not erase the numbers. I will just change the signs. Instead of minus signs, now I will write a sign of multiplication. See, if you want to write it in simple language, I can write A into B into C is equals to A into B into C. I will just change the place of bracket. So this is associative property. If you are doing for addition, you can put a sign of plus. If you are doing for subtraction, the only thing is that you have to change the sign over there. The format will remain same. Now let's do it. First we will do it for left hand side. First, the same way I have to solve the brackets. 2 into 5 is 10. 3 into 3 is 9. Now I will write this 1 by 3. 10 into 1 is 10. 9 into 3 is 27. So I got left hand side as 27. Now just solve right hand side. 2 by 3 I will write as it is. So first of all I have to solve brackets. 5 into 1 is 5. 3 into 3 is 9. The reason we are doing bracket first, because we have learnt in earlier classes a rule, a BODMAS rule. So according to that rule, we have to solve bracket first. See, this is a bracket, then division, then multiplication, then addition or subtraction. This is according to the BODMAS rule. This we have learned in our smaller classes also. Now let's open the bracket. 2 by 3 into 5 by 9. 2 into 5 is 10. 3 into 9 is 27. See, I got my left hand side equals to right hand side, which means rational numbers are associative under multiplication. Now let's do it for division. Again, same numbers we will assume. The only thing which we have to do is change of signs. Yes, instead of multiplication now, I will just change my signs to division. See, the way of writing will be same. 3 numbers I will write as it is, then I will put bracket on different numbers. Now let's try it. 2 by 3 divide. Whenever we are doing division, see, A by B divided by C by D. In that case, we always have to change this division sign into multiplication, and this reciprocal or inverse, I can say, this has to be changed as D by C. C by D will be changed as D by C. Reciprocal we have to do, or opposite we have to write. So this division will be changed into multiplication. This 5 by 3 will be changed into 3 by 5. Bracket I will put as it is. Now same thing we will do. Wherever we can see a division sign, we can change it and we will do the reciprocal of the number, or we will write the opposite of a number, we will do inverse of a number. Whatever way you understand, you just can do it. The reverse of the given number, the number which is after your division sign. Now first we will solve the bracket. First step to do the division sums is to change the sign, then you can do bracket 3. 2 into 3 is 6, 3 into 5 is 15, multiplied by 3 by 1, 6 into 3 is 18, 15 into 1 is 15. So I got left hand side 18 by 15. Now let's try right hand side. First thing what I have to do, 2 by 3, this division I will change afterwards. Let's first convert this big term into a simple term, because if you try to do reciprocal of these two numbers, you will get confused and there is a possibility of getting this sum incorrect. So first we will solve this bracket. 5 by 3 I will write as it is. Now inside sign I will change, but division will be changed into a sign of multiplication, and this number will get reversed. A reciprocal of a number I have to write. It will be 3 by 1. 2 by 3 divided by, now I will make this term a single number. 5 into 3 is 15. 3 into 1 is 3. Now I got one single term. Now I can change the sign of division into multiplication and do reciprocal of these terms. This 15 by 3 will be changed into 3 by 15. The term for which you have to do reciprocal should always be after the division sign. You don't have to change the term which is before division sign. You have to change the term which is after this sign. So 2 into 3 is 6. 3 into 15 is 45. So I can see my left hand side is 18 by 15, but right hand side is 6 by 45. See, if I do further simplifications also, because it's possible, both the numbers are going on 3's table. 3 into 6 is 18, 3 into 5 is 15. Here I am getting 6 by 5. But here, if I do further simplifications also, it will be 3 into 2 is 6, 3 into 15 is 45. So I am getting 2 by 15. I can see that 6 by 5 is not equals to 2 by 15, which means rational numbers are not associative under division. So what we have learned till now, that associative property holds only for addition and multiplication. Now let's learn the next property. The next property is distributive property. So the standard form to write distributive property is this. If I have three rational numbers, again I will assume any rational numbers like 1 by 2, 3 by 4, 5 by 3. These are the three rational numbers. In distributive property also we have three rational numbers. So I can write these numbers as, I will consider this is my A, this is B and this is C. See, I have written two forms. First is A into B plus C. This I can also write as A into B. This A will get multiplied with B, plus sign as it is, it will come, and then this A will get multiplied with C. So A into B plus C will be equals to A into B plus A into C. Or if you have minus sign instead of plus, your A into B minus C can be written as A into B minus A into C. So this is your distributive property. So let's try to write the rational numbers in this form. See, I've got three rational numbers. I've written this is A, this is B, this is C. So first I will write A. On this I will apply. A is 1 by 2, B is 3 by 4, plus C is 5 by 3. So I can write this as 1 by 2 into 3 by 4 plus 5 by 3 plus 1 by 2 into 5 by 3. So only this A I have to write two times. So whenever you see any sum in which your one term is getting repeated, you can write that in this way and then you can solve the question. So this was about your distributive property. Now let's do the next property. The next one is role of 0 in rational numbers. So 0 is known as additive in identity also. What does it mean? It means whenever I add, see, additive means something which is related to addition. So whenever I have any rational number, for example 1 by 2. In 1 by 2, if I add 0, I will get 1 by 2. If I have minus 3 by 4, if I add 0, I will get minus 3 by 4. Let me take another rational number. Let's assume 4 by 6. On adding 0, I will get 4 by 6. You can see in the taken example, so whenever I am adding 0 to a given rational number, I am getting the same number as my answer, which means 0, on adding 0, I am getting my own identity. Identity means the same number I am getting. Like if I see mirror, I can able to see myself. So I'll be able to see my identity there. The same thing happens when 0 has been added to a rational number, which is why it is also known as additive identity of rational numbers. So let's study the next one. Since we have understood the role of 0 now, let's try to understand the role of 1. So 1 is also known as multiplicative identity. Same way, like 0, on adding to some rational numbers, we were getting the same rational number. Now multiplicative identity means something which is related with multiplication. So let's try to understand in the same way. I'll take one rational number 1 by 2 and I will multiply it with 1. So I will get 1 into 1 is 1 and 2 I will get as it is, because 1 means 1 by 1. So I got on multiplication with 1, I got the same number. Let's try to do with some other number also. Minus 2 by 5 multiplied by 1. Minus 2 by 5 multiplied by 1 will be equals to minus 2 by 5. So I can see that whenever I am multiplying any rational number with 1, I am getting the same number, which means I am getting my own identity. This rational number is getting its own identity back on multiplying with 1, which means the role of 1 is that 1 is the multiplicative identity of rational numbers. So the 0 was the additive identity. So on adding you are getting the same number. Now on multiplying you are getting the same number. Now let's try to understand about the last property of rational numbers. Now we have to understand negative of a number. So whenever we are talking about number, we are talking about a rational number. So this is my rational number. I will assume 3 by 4. This is my rational number. So negative of a number. So you all know positive means plus and negative means minus. But it goes, if you have a negative number, its negative will be plus. Negative here we will take opposite of a number. If it's plus, we will take minus. If it is minus, we will take plus. Negative means opposite in case of rational numbers. So I have one rational number 3 by 4. What will be its negative? This is in plus. So its negative will be minus 3 by 4. Which means on adding these two numbers, 3 by 4 minus 3 by 4. See, whenever the numbers are same and the signs are opposite, it means we are minusing the same number from one another. 3 by 4 minus 3 by 4 will be equals to 0. Let's try with some other example also. Now I will take minus 1 by 2. Minus 1 by 2. See, I have already taken a number which is with a minus sign. But I have to take its negative. Negative of a number in rational numbers means whichever number they have given you, you have to choose a number, same number with opposite sign. So negative of minus 1 by 2 will be plus 1 by 2. So again on adding these two numbers, opposite signs means they will get cancelled with one another. 1 by 2 minus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 will be equals to again 0. So you can take one more example, 5 by 8. So negative of 5 by 8 will be minus 5 by 8. So 5 by 8 minus 5 by 8 will be equals to 0. So whenever you are taking a given number and it's negative and you are adding those two numbers, you will get 0. Which means negative of a number is, what does it mean? Negative of a number means this number is the additive inverse. Additive inverse. and whenever we are adding additive inverse or an original number, we will get always 0 as our answer. So if you get any positive number, its additive inverse and negative, both are same terms. Whenever you have gotten positive number, its negative will be negative, and whenever you have gotten some negative number, its negative will be plus 1/2. Always you have to take opposite signs.